This is another Chinese brand that presumably got its name from some random letters while playing Scrabble. This is the MSTIANQ, and I can't even attempt to try and pronounce that into a word. Anyway, let's have a look at this thing. So, welcome back to a BBW review. This is the MSTIANQ, and I should start off by saying the reason I bought this, apart from the incredibly cheap price of just $2.70, is because I like the shape and the range of colours, especially this nice green hue. Unfortunately, I didn't read all the specifications, which were in Chinese, and I didn't Google translate them. And as you see later on the wrist, this is a ridiculously small watch, even for my skinny 6.5-inch wrist. So let's go into the basic specs of this thing. Again, I should stress that this is just $2.70, and for that you're going to get a 32mm across the face there, this is 27mm across the diameter there, but the lug width from here to here is just 32. So even before you can see on the wrist, you have some idea of how small this watch is. And again, when I ordered this, I didn't really take that into account, and I didn't really read the specs too closely, and I got quite a shock once I opened it up. But if you're a woman or someone with a wrist like a bird's leg, it should be okay. The crown is absolutely tiny. It's about 3.5mm. The weight itself is about 46 grams on this supplied bracelet. The height from the base to the flat crystal on top is just 8mm, and you have a 14mm lug width, which doesn't taper down any smaller. It is 14mm. So if you're going to exchange this strap, you might have a problem finding another one. Although I think this would look better on a leather strap. There's quite a gap there as well between the end of the bracelet and the case. The case itself is, as you can probably guess, for $2.70, is going to be a basic alloy case, which is chrome plated there, very blingy. And the face itself. So the reason I got this was not just because of the shape, I like the square shape, but it does come in quite a nice range of colours, especially the green, the ice blue and the lilac, but I got the green. And if it was going to be a normal size for a man, I would have probably got a few more of the colourways, but since it is so small, I won't bother. The face itself, you have a beautiful sunburst on that green dial. You have applied indices all around and basic sword-shaped hands. The second hand, I think, does reach all the markers okay. Let's have a look at that minute hand jump there. That crown is tiny. So positioning the minute hand over the 12 and using two fingers, 1, 2, 3. No jump there that I noticed. Let's try again with just one finger now, or the thumb. 1, 2, 3. No jump. Pretty good movement. Although for $2.70, you're going to get a bog standard Chinese movement, but what do you expect? And the last time now, with the finger over the 12, no jump at all. So pretty good. That's how I judge cheap Chinese movements. Does that minute hand jump? And it didn't for that one, which is pretty good. So there's not an awful lot I can say about this watch. Bit of a fingerprint magnet there. Let's look at the back. Oh, the case, sorry, the bracelet itself It's quite a sharp-edged bracelet. As you can see, it's not going to be pins that adjust that bracelet. You're going to have one of these, which I call a Casio designed bracelet or clasp, because I remember from the first watches I ever had as a teenager, they all had these kind of clasps and they were all Casio, which is, it's okay. They're very easy to adjust, just sliding up and down. You set it and forget it. Very basic clasp, but it does work okay. And I think it goes down to about the length of the bracelet should fit up to about, I'd suggest about a 7.5-inch wrist. Although, again, if you do have a 7.5-inch wrist, you are not going to wear this watch. This watch is more suitable for a wrist of about 4.5 to 5 inches, although I'm not sure if that's human measurements. Saying that, let's have a look at this on the wrist now. Actually, before I show you this on the wrist, I'd like to show you a size comparison of a 42mm diameter watch, which is my liege. So there you have it, absolutely dwarfs in comparison to the liege there. Now let's have a look at this on the wrist. So here it is on my 6.5-inch wrist, and as you can see, absolutely tiny. Quick wrist roll. But again, for what you get, actually, it's not $2.70, it's $2.30. So what you get for $2.30, I don't think you can complain, especially if you have a wrist that this does fit. It's quite a nice little watch, if you like things this small. But it's just too small for me. But I think it would be ideal for a young girl or a young boy with an unfortunately sized wrist. Again, a nice range of colours, but if it was just about a centimetre bigger across that diameter, it would be quite a nice watch. But as it is, I will not be wearing this ever again. So there you have it, the MSTIANQ. However you want to pronounce that, I can't. But do I recommend this? Yes, I do. For $2.70, I think it's quite a bargain. It's quite well made for that price, but just not for me because I don't have a wrist the size of a bird's leg. But if you do have a wrist quite small, a lot smaller than 6.5 inch, you will probably enjoy this, especially if you are female. So saying that, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again with another reasonably sized watch on the green chair next time. Until then, as always, take it easy.